All right, let's get this show started.
Khabib Nurmagomedov believes a potential fight between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria would be even bigger than John Jones versus Alex Pereira. During a recent appearance on the Weighing In podcast, Khabib compared the two matchups and explained why he thinks Makhachev versus Topuria would generate more excitement.
You know, there's the John Jones and the Alex Pereira fight. Everyone keeps talking about that being the biggest fight. I heard Joe Rogan talking about it's the biggest fight you could possibly make. But then there's also people that say the Ilia Topuria and the Islam fight is the biggest fight you can make.
I think right now, I think Topuria Islam it can be biggest fight, not John Jones and Pereira.
Still a big fight, but not at the level.
No, it's still big fight, but not on that level.
No, not on that level.
I don't think it's same level.
Meanwhile, during a recent live stream with Aiden Ross, Makhachev said he hopes to face Topuria next year, possibly at the historic UFC White House event.
Now I want to stay welterweight, but we have to see after the fight, you know. I feel so much better.
That's also, so I know you don't duck anything. I know you're down to fight anybody. So why didn't Ilia and you happen ever? Or do you think it'll ever happen like eventually? Or if it does, whatever?
It can happen. Like, easy, maybe like biggest fight.
I think it'll be the biggest fight.
Biggest fight,
Yeah.
everybody know. And I also want next year is the best time.
Damn, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, by the way, it's coming up, the UFC at the White House?
Man, this is the place.
Della Maddalena has dismissed claims that he'll have a size advantage over Islam Makhachev. In a recent interview with Brett Okamoto of ESPN MMA, JDM explained that neither he nor his team ever expected Makhachev to be a small welterweight. They've been preparing for a big, strong version of the former lightweight champion. JDM also added that he and Makhachev will be very similar in size on fight night.
Well, even just the body transformation for him, right? I mean, were you curious? Was there anything like in particular that you were looking for? Like, where is he at in this? Or does he look comfortable in the weight? Does he look as fast as the weight? Like, do you break him down to that kind
Not
of
really. We've sort of this whole camp since knowing Makhachev was going to come up, we believed he's going to be a big, strong welterweight. I don't believe I'm going to have a big weight advantage, to be honest. I think he's just going to be more filled out, probably more healthy.
Speaking about the fight, JDM said that he expects 25 minutes of Islam pushing for the takedown.
This fight gets to the third round, fourth round, fifth round. In your head, do you see it as he's given up on the takedown and you guys are standing, or do you think he's pretty desperately trying to get you down? Like, if it was between those two options, what do you think is happening later on in this fight?
Yeah, I think he'll be, I expect 25 minutes here pushing for the takedown. At least not desperately pushing, but I feel like it's always a threat and it's something he's always going to be thinking about. He's getting the fight to them.
Dustin Poirier thinks Islam Makhachev will have a rough night at UFC 322 if he can't get Della Maddalena to the ground for any meaningful period of time. Poirier shared the octagon with Makhachev in a 2024 Fight of the Year candidate at UFC 302, where he ultimately succumbed to a fifth-round submission. The Diamond got to feel much of what Makhachev has to offer on the feet and ground over nearly 5 full rounds, so he has a strong understanding of what Della Maddalena is walking into on Saturday at MSG in New York. In a recent interview with MMA Junkie's Mike Bond, Poirier shared his prediction for the fight, saying, "That's where it's going to be tough for Islam. He has to threaten with grappling somewhere. He can't just sit there and exchange combinations with JDM in the center of the cage. I don't think he can do that. He's going to lose if he does that. I think he might have some moments where he lands a shot or does something, but he's going to have to keep going back to the legs to keep Jack guessing. Is it up or down? Up or down? He can't just sit and kickbox with Jack for 25 minutes. I don't think he's on that level." When asked who was going to win, Dustin said, "I would think Islam by decision, but if Jack does win, I'm not going to be totally blown away if he lands a shot that hurts Islam or a knee or something. Obviously, if he beats Islam by decision or submits Islam, then I'm going to be blown away. But I've got to go Islam by decision. If I was betting on it, that's what I would bet on. He has everything it takes to pull off this upset, but if I had to make a final decision, I would go Islam." Alexander Volkanovski has shared some advice for Della Maddalena ahead of his upcoming fight with Islam Makhachev. Having faced Makhachev twice, Volkanovski knows better than most what JDM will be up against. In a recent YouTube video, Volk advised JDM to do everything he can to stay off the ground and focus on tiring Islam out during scrambles. Ultimately, Volkanovski said he's picking Jack to beat Makhachev.
Got a lot of respect for Islam, great dude, would love to train with him eventually. But right now, Aussie, right? It's simple, right? Jack's great on the ground, but we don't want it to go to the ground. Even though Jack's good there, that's Islam's world. That's all he does 24/7. Since he was walking, like literally. So he's probably wrestling before he started walking. That's how long these guys have been doing this for. Do we want to go there? You know, be okay with the scrambles if you're comfortable enough in the scrambles, and keep that urgency and use your weight and hopefully wear on him. Obviously, I was able to tire him from all them little scrambles. Can Jack be effective where he can burn him there, take the gas away? Again, if he's going to be complacent in the wrestling and then wait till he's on his back to build up, you're not going to tire Islam there. But Jack is going to understand, I ain't even letting you try to get this on the floor. I'm going to try and beat you on the feet. I'm going to keep you away. I'm going to have nice strong hips. I'm going to be very stubborn on the feet, stubborn on the wrestling. If it goes down, stubborn to build myself back up. And he's, again, great grappler as well. So he can definitely do that. But Jack needs to keep it on the feet, and that's what he wants. So obviously, I mean, you just need my pick. You know where I'm going. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Israel Adesanya has shared his prediction for the Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev fight. Having spent time training with Maddalena, Izzy believes the reigning champion will make it look easy against Makhachev. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Adesanya said he expects JDM to defend the takedowns and eventually stop Makhachev on the feet with strikes.
Bro, I'm not trying to count Islam out, but I just know Jack. I know that when Jack keeps getting up, it's going to be a problem. And Islam's going to be forced to strike. And when he's forced to strike with Jack, he's gonna get hurt. Islam, I think, is the best of the Dagestanis, one of the best fighters in history, one of the most efficient. But when it comes to Jack, like, look, even Dustin's able to get up and like stop his submissions, and Dustin's a fucking gun. And also, I've seen live what Volk can do with Islam when they were in Perth.
Dustin has great boxing, but I still think Jack is on the boxing is
levels. And he's touching him, so that's why I know he's gonna hurt Islam. I do think, you know, Islam, I'm not disrespecting, I think Islam will be able to get him down, but for how long? It's not for long. And also he's gonna get stuffed from the beginning, in the middle, till Jack ends it. In this fight, not just because it's Anzac United, I really think that Jack Della Maddalena has the skills to stifle Islam's game and be able to just put it on the feet and knock him out. Might be second round, might be third, but we'll see.
Ariel Helwani has called out Ali Abdelaziz after the manager went viral for putting popular streamer Aiden Ross to sleep during a live stream. Speaking on his MMA show on YouTube, Helwani slammed Abdelaziz for ignoring Aiden's multiple taps and accused him of stealing the spotlight from fighters who could have used the opportunity to gain exposure on Aiden's stream.
But he's there on the mats, rolling around with Ali tapping him out, ignoring the tap. Take a look at this. He's tapping out multiple times. I mean, going pretty damn hard on this guy. A kid, an amateur, 25 years old. Multiple taps here, multiple taps ignoring. For what? To be hard?
I see hella stars right now.
Never seen a guy with a greater main character syndrome than Ali. You're in a gym with people who could probably use the rub of tapping out Aiden Ross. If Usman Nurmagomedov is in there and he taps out Aiden, now everyone's like, Usman Nurmagomedov, PFL champion, just tapped out Aiden Ross. But no, you volunteer yourself to do it. Why? I don't know, because you want the rub off Aiden, you want the clout, you want to be associated with him because you're dying to get this attention. And not only do you do it, you actually go pretty damn hard on the guy. You ignore his multiple taps, all to show that, you know, you're the guy, you're the main character. It's crazy to me. Like, this is the manager. This is the guy who should be in the background. This is the guy who should be orchestrating all of this. This is the guy who should say, okay, Usman, like, we're trying to build you up. You roll with him. You, like, you know, you play around with him and then you tap him out. And now everyone will clip off that you did it. Or even John Pork or whomever they're trying to push right now. Put that guy in there. Not you. Why are you doing it?
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Clipped Fighting. Number 2 meme was posted by Tiny Replacement. And number 1 meme was posted by Karmch.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.